Hello everyone, welcome to Rachel Pichler Yoga. Just in case we haven't met before, my name is Rachel. Today we're doing a full body flow, so find a little bit of space to move and let's get started. So we will begin today over in tabletop. So if you want to come onto your hands and knees, and spread your fingers out wide and gently push your palms into the ground. You might give your hips a little bit of a sway side to side. And then slowing down that hip sway, coming back through center. With a nice deep inhale, start to drop your belly, maybe bend your elbows, and then as you lift your chest and maybe the chin, start to straighten the arms more too as you arch through the back. With an exhale, round your spine, squeeze your belly, push into your hands and tuck your chin. Inhaling again to drop the belly down, maybe a bend through the elbows, and then as you lift the chest, you can straighten the arms, arch the back. Exhale to slowly round. Inhaling again, drop the belly, maybe bend the elbows, and then straighten the arms as you lift the chest. Exhale to round one more time. Squeeze the tummy, tuck the chin. And then let an inhale bring you back to a nice long spine. We're going to reach our arms forwards. You can be on your palms or your fingertips for your puppy dog stretch. Either melt it down once and stay down, or as you lower your chest, start to lift it back up once it stops going down. And then melt it down again. Just lift and lower, but you can go as slow as you want to go here. Or you can hang out at the bottom or at the top, just feeling the shoulders, warming up through the spine a little bit more. And let's dip the chest down one more time. And then slowly lifting the chest again. If you're on your fingertips, you might just connect the palms. We're going to slide forwards and onto our bellies. Resting on the tops of the feet. Bring your hands out wide for your wide cobra, either from the palms or the fingertips again. Start to lift your chest. Squeeze your glutes, your back, everything. Drop the shoulders from the ears, take a look forwards, and then slowly lower down. Now you can go up and down a few times at your own pace. Squeeze everything as you lift. Relax everything as you come down. And you can hold it at the top or you could hold it at the bottom, but warming up the spine and the shoulders. The arms, the entire body. Squeeze everything as you lift and relax as you come down. Stay at the bottom. When you come down this time, maybe stack your palms. Relax everything a little more. Maybe sway the hips side to side. We're going to be moving our hands back underneath our shoulders so that we can push ourselves up and into tabletop. So onto our hands and knees. Once you're there, spread the fingers. Maybe a little sway of the hips, always feels nice. Tucking your toes though, and then lifting your knees into your downward facing dog. A moment here to maybe pedal the feet. Bend and straighten the knees. Take a slower, deeper breath in and out. Take a moment to check in with how you are doing today. How are you feeling today? And the next inhale you take can start to bring your gaze forwards. As you exhale, letting go of your day and walking to the top of your mat. Once you get there, let's inhale for a half lift. And exhale to fold forwards. Inhale all the way up to standing, reaching up. As you exhale, let your arms fall to your sides. Take a shoulder roll. And inhale as you reach up. Exhale, fold forwards. Letting an inhale lift your chest just halfway. Exhale to fold back down. Plant your hands and step back into your downward facing dog. Pushing into your hands, take another inhale. As you exhale, lower your knees down into your tabletop. Regrip your hands, your palms. Start to extend your left leg back behind you. You can push into the ball of the foot. You can stay there. You could try to rest lightly on the top of the toes, making your leg as long as it can be. You can float your foot, maybe continue to point the toes as you squeeze the leg a little bit more. Draw your belly button in. Maybe you will continue to point the toes as you bend the knee, kind of bringing the heel towards the glute and then lifting the knee as high as you can. And then slowly releasing your knee back into your tabletop. And extend your right leg back. Tuck the toes, push the ball of the foot down. Stay here. Or rest on the top of the toes, a little point to the toes, but touching the toes down. Maybe stay here or float the foot and continue to point the toes behind you. Breathe, balance. You might start to encourage your heel towards your glute as you bend the knee and point the toes, and maybe lift the knee a little higher using your glute, your hamstring. And then slowly bring your knee back in so that you're on your hands and both of your knees. Relax your legs. Give your hips a little bit of a sway. And then tuck your toes under if they aren't already. Lift up and into downward facing dog. Pushing into your hands. Sending your hips nice and high. Stay for an inhale and an exhale. Let an inhale bring your gaze forwards. And exhale, walk your feet to the top of your mat. Once you get there, let an inhale lift your chest halfway up. And exhale, fold forwards. Inhale, let's come all the way up to standing, reaching up. Exhale, let your arms fall down to your sides. Take a shoulder roll if you want one. We're going to stay standing. Your feet can be side by side. You can start to lift your left heel up, standing on the ball of the foot. Your arms can be where you want your arms to be. Maybe you're holding something. Maybe your hands are on your hips. You can keep your left foot down, or you could start to point those toes behind you. Maybe give your legs a little bit of a squeeze together. Try to bring your knees together as you point your toes behind you. Now you can stay here balancing on one foot. You can try to reach for this left foot, hugging the heel towards the glute more, maybe with one hand, maybe with both. Now we're going to keep our heel as close to our glute as we can. So not quite dancer's pose. Think more just a floating quad stretch. So we can stay here standing tall, trying to glue our legs together, squeeze our knees together, and encourage our heel towards our glute. We can also try to take a little tip forwards. Now, your knees can separate. Your left knee can go back like dancer, but we're going to try to keep the heel closer to the glute and keep tipping forwards. It's kind of like a warrior three almost variation. Warrior three almost meets dancer. It might get wobbly. And then you're going to slowly start to come back up. And if you're holding your foot, slowly let it go. Bring it down. Give your legs a nice little shake, maybe the whole body. And then the right heel can start to lift. And maybe you stay just like this. Maybe the foot floats. And then maybe we squeeze our legs together, our knees together as you put a little effort into pointing the toes behind you. Stay here. If you do want to try to reach for your foot, you can. One hand, maybe both. Squeeze those legs together a little bit, guiding the heel towards the glutes, concentrating fully on maintaining your balance, your breath. And then if you wanted to go and see what happens when you start to tip forwards and you let your right knee lift behind you and tip and tip and tip. Think warrior 3 with a quad stretch. Nicely done, you guys. All we have left to do is find our way back up and bring our foot down without tipping over. And then release. Give your legs a little bit of a shake. Maybe the whole body does a wiggle. If you aren't at the top of your mat, you could wander back there. Roll your shoulders back and down though. And as you inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold forwards all the way down. Inhale into a half lift. And exhale, fold, planting your hands, stepping your feet back into your downward facing dog. Taking a nice big inhale. Exhale, lower your knees down into your tabletop. Reaching your arms forwards from your palms or your fingertips, your puppy dog stretch. You can lower and hold it at the bottom. You can lift and lower as you desire, as feels good on your body. You might pause at the bottom and then lift. Might be a continuous movement. And then you're slowly gonna lift all the way up and back into your tabletop. And maybe give your hips a little bit of a sway side to side. And then we're gonna come onto our tummies. So you can come onto your forearms maybe to start as you lay on your belly and rest on the top of your feet. We're just gonna relax our chest. So you could stack your palms. You can have your arms wherever you want your arms to be. We're just going to scoot our feet, our legs a little closer together. We want to keep our chest low. So if you can rest your forehead down, and then just start to float your left foot out. Bringing your heel towards your glute as much as you can without touching it. Maybe you can try to hover your quad. Squeeze your belly button in. And then slowly bringing your leg down and lowering your foot. And lifting your right one up, pointing the toes, bringing the heel towards the glute without touching it. Maybe trying to lift the quad, squeeze, squeeze. And then slowly bringing that right leg down. And then the foot too. And then maybe giving your hips a gentle sway side to side. Relax your body completely. We're going to be turning over onto our backs. If you need to turn around or if you can just roll over, let's meet on our backs. Once you get there, you might hug your knees into the chest and add a gentle rock side to side. And then we're gonna be Keeping our right knee and letting our left leg go out long. We're finding a twist from here with our right leg coming across the body, rotating the hips, finding a twist with the option to try to hold your left foot, your bottom foot. So you might start to bend your knee. Maybe you can catch your foot and hug it towards your glutes, finding your twist with maybe a quad stretch. Also relaxing, enjoying the position that you've placed your body in. If you do have the quad stretch going on, let that leg go back out long, roll onto your back again, maybe hugging both of your knees to your chest, taking a gentle rock side to side. You can keep your left knee in and start to send your right leg out. Bring your leg across your body over to the right. Rotate the hips a little, adjust the shoulders a little so you're in a nice twist. And then maybe your right foot will make its way a little closer to the glute, towards your left hand, maybe. But a few moments to twist and breathe. If you have the quad stretch, slowly let your leg go. Lifting up and out of your twist. Maybe planting the feet and swaying the knees, or hug them into the chest again. A little massage for the low back. And eventually extending your legs out long and into your Shavasana. Staying here for as long as you have time for today. Just take a few moments for sure to notice the sensations flowing throughout your body. Find some stillness. And stay here for as long as you have time for. Thank you for joining me. Enjoy the rest of your day. And until next time, namaste.